Good morning, guys. For you, we're gonna do 5.4. This is the explaining. Let's start with 37 as an introduction exercise. So a large building needs painting. According to the foreman, the work can be done by 12 painters in 6 days. Okay, so we know 12 painters in 6 days. Well, obviously, if there are 24 painters, right, there is 2 times the amount of painters, so the building will get painted faster. So we need half of the days for the building to finish. And suppose that there are only 4 painters. I'll put it on this side, 4 painters. Okay, from 12, we know it's 6. We need to divide by 3. And then, of course, it takes longer, so you multiply by 3. You get 18 days. Yeah, so this is question A. Question B. So, when 4 times as many painters are available to do the job, the work is completed 4 times as faster. Yeah? So that's why it's multiplying division, and over here it's multiplied and then division. Over here we have more painters, so less days. We got less painters, so more days. Now, and then they are talking about this huge table. Let the number of available painters be X, and the number of days needed to complete the work, let that be Y. And then you see already the example. I'm not going to write everything. X, Y, and down here we have X times Y. 12 and 6. So X times Y is 12 times 6, which is 72. You can fill in that table by yourself. You have to do Y, and then you have to look at the amount of days that it will take the painters to work. So pause the video and make 37, finish it by yourself. Now, when you've done that, we can go to theory A. Theory A. And you can see an example in exercise 37 of an inversely proportional relationship. So let's write it down, this word, inversely proportional relationship. And that is, so in Dutch as you know it for next year, omgekeerd evenredig. Normally, when you have one machine takes 100 bottles, 2 machines will make 200 bottles. But when you're looking at time, one machine takes, to make 100 bottles, one machine will take an hour, but to make 200 bottles and you have 2 machines, that will take 30 minutes. It's times 2 divided by 2. Yeah, that's the idea behind this. That's the idea. Now, the number of painters X is inversely proportional to the number of days. The numbers of machine is inversely proportional to the time it will take to create 100 bottles. When you multiply the number of painters by 2, by 5, by k, you divide the number of days by 2, by 5, by k. That's what they're saying. Now, 2, indeed, the dividing both sides, that's what we found out, x times y is 72. You can rewrite this as y equals 72 divided by x. Because divided by x, you see? That's how we got to this formula. So this is how you can write it. So the formula y equals 72 divided by x corresponds to an inversely proportional relationship. So this formula belongs to this relationship. Yeah? Now the graph that responds to this, yeah, this is the formula, is gonna look, they made it in the book already. It's a hyperbola. In Dutch, hyperbol. Yeah, this is the hyperbola. Because why is it not touching the x-axis and the y-axis in 0? Because we can never fill in 0 because remember, the denominator, number, it can never be a 0. So that's why how you get a hyperbola. But if your number, your x, is large enough, let's say 1,000, you will get a really small answer. That's why it's super close here. Yeah, and same if the y is really big, x has to be really small. So this is the hyperbola that belongs here. So inversely proportional relationship is also known as the hyperbolic relationship. So there are plenty new words that you learned. Relationship. Plenty new words that you learned. So you can try, working on 38 and 39. And for 39, you need the attachments. I will put it available for you so you can make 39 without any problem.